Hey guys, it's Casey. This is just another check-in, another vibe check, if you will, that will last for however long the sun is staying up. It's sunset lighting's really good if you can't tell. Term 2 officially ended. What day is it today? On Friday. It officially ended on Friday. And we still have some activities and due dates this following week, but after that it's a 1 month break and then we're free. And we still have term 3, but it's a 1 month break, so I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. But I'm just gonna say, like, I did not. Term 2 was a trip. Term 2 was a whole thing that I really wish I could put out of my memory. And that last week, the entire last fucking week of term 2 last week, and I sunk back into bad habits that I didn't even remember having until I went back to having them. I don't think I've ever regressed this much in terms of taking care of myself. Nothing has ever made me regress as much as the end of term 2. And that's saying something, because the whole online classes during the pandemic thing, it's a trip. It's a whole experience and it's a whole mess. But I don't think anything's ever fucked me up as bad as last week, because Jesus, that was bad. I don't think I got more than 16 hours of sleep that whole last week. Oh my god, here's the most bullshit part of the whole week last week. So I had, what do you call it? Okay. So we had finals for physics and chem only. Well, for physics, it was actually just a long exam number 3. So it's 3 topics. And then it was okay. I passed, blah, 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 blah. That was on a Thursday. And then the chem final was the next day on a Friday. Immediately after I finished my physics exam, the Wi-Fi got cut. For some fucking reason, the Wi-Fi got cut. The Wi-Fi was down. We had to wait for the people from PLD to come fix it. I had a chemistry final the next day, and I can't really I haven't really been doing notes this entire term because they just get messy and I have to end up rewriting it anyway. Actually, I just end up rewriting the notes every time I have an exam, so I have to rewatch lectures. And I couldn't rewatch the fucking lectures because I didn't have enough data to watch the fucking lectures and then take the exam the next day. And it was just a whole mess. But see, I managed to work the whole data thing out, even though globe services were down for like those entire 2-3 days. I don't know if it's already back, but globe services were down, so I couldn't get load myself. I couldn't use Gcash. I couldn't use load promos, which, what the fuck? The timing of it all. And then it would seem to work out because I had GoSurf 50 because my friend sent it to me from Manila, so I think it's probably just something in my area. But then my laptop shat itself while I was taking my chem final. So I think I got about like a quarter of the way through, and then it stopped accepting the mobile data hotspot I was using my phone, because I used my laptop for my exams because I can't really do my exams on my phone. So it cut out, and like it wouldn't accept any more mobile data networks. I tried mine, I tried my dad's, and nothing was working. So the thing is with Canvas, which is what the LSU uses for its online quizzes and all that shit, is that it periodically saves your data, so that whenever you lose connection, like if you lose connection like a short time before you submit or whatever, it's like it'll still be there, or it'll still be recorded. But the thing is, it cut out a little over the quarter way through, and Jesus Christ, it did not. I couldn't save. So I kept trying to answer while the net was off, thinking, oh, maybe it's just a glitch. It wasn't just a fucking glitch on my phone. It was a fucking glitch on my laptop. So all that progress unsaved because I was offline. And then I asked my teacher. Well, it kind of I think I kind of came off as like begging in that email. I begged him. I mean, he was really nice, and I think he would have let me retake it anyway because he knew of my circumstance. Because we were supposed to have I was supposed to be in an online call with my classmates, so our teacher could monitor us while taking the exam, but I couldn't because data issues and everything, and he allowed me. But then in the next email, I came off. I'm pretty sure I came off as practically begging him to like let me retake the exam because we have 2 attempts to take it, and I still had 1 attempt because my Wi-Fi cut out. I was so upset. I was so tired and everything, and he said yes naman. So I took it again the following Saturday, and I couldn't. Like, I was just so upset. I was so upset. I couldn't even cry. I didn't have time to cry because I had a physics submission due at 3 p.m., which fuck that. But I submitted it on time, thankfully. But I couldn't even cry because I was taking the exam downstairs in the living room because for some reason mobile data doesn't work up here in my room, or at least it's not as fast here in my room, so I had to go downstairs, and I was in the living room, my family was there, and they could just see me just like lying face down on the sofa, and I wanted to cry, but I felt like I need to preserve at least some form of dignity, so I didn't cry. But they witnessed me having half a breakdown downstairs, which was an experience. And then the PLDT people came. The exam closed at 11. The PLDT people came at like 12, which is great. And by the way, here's possibly the dumbest part of the whole thing. So, my professor allowed me to take it again the next day, Saturday, 9 a.m., same time as the usual exam. I woke up at 9:40. It was still due at 11. We only, like, the time limit was like 2 hours. And the thing is, I took it and I still passed. Oh my god, I took that shit in like an hour and I still managed to pass. Like, to be completely honest with you, I only studied like half of the material because like for like the first 3 modules, I just got lazy when it came to acid, base, and buffer and pH and shit. But because that's the stuff that's freshest in my head, I just had to rewrite everything that came in before that, so reaction rates and what was the other thing? I forgot what the other thing was already. But I that was the part that I really studied, and I guess it paid off because like sure the time was cut short by half of what I was supposed to use, but I passed and I'm not mad at it. Like it's a dumb situation that I put myself in. What happened the 2 days before that was the Wi-Fi and then Glow being down and me being unable to use data properly, blah 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 blah. But the fact that I woke up halfway through an exam and passed. I'm probably not gonna get a medal this term because that's just how I struggled a lot this term, but I passed, and that's what matters. I don't think I failed a thing for chem so far. I think I failed one, but I don't think I failed something super hard for chem. Not unlike physics, which I failed the first long exam super bad. So I had to really step it up with the second and third. And I was like, okay, scores, I think I'm gonna pass, especially with the lab subjects saving my ass because I love lab subjects. Lab subjects over lecture subjects. Or, well, physics, it's lab over lecture. For chem, I love both of those profs equally. I mean, I love my lab prof a little bit more because she's cute and she's kind of fun to talk to. It's like I like her vibe during classes. But in fairness to all the bullshit that those 2 days put me through, I'm really glad that I got good, compassionate profs this term for chem. I don't know how I would have survived otherwise. And yeah, this term was a lot. Like a lot. But even with all the stressful things that happened this term, it brought out a lot of the worst parts about myself. I feel like I regressed a lot in terms of just relating to myself. I regressed quite a bit because I kind of gave up on self-care and I gave up on a lot of things. But I did discover a few things. One is that I really like dyeing my hair as a stress reaction. If you can't tell, this is How many colors has it been? Okay, first time I tried to dye my hair. I tried to dye it silver, but my hair wasn't light enough, so only the back part of my head was able to be full silver. And then I added red to that, and it actually really looked pretty good. I actually really like the red color. Then I removed it, went back to just like the plain bleached hair for a while, kind of dirty blondish. I don't know. I tried going for like lilac purple undertones in my hair. That didn't bleach evenly, but you know, I had some cute purple lilac purple undertones for a while, and then finally I went with this. The purple is pretty dark, so you can't see it, but there's like purple here, and then like it fades into blue. I got the dark purple by mixing this blue hair dye with the red hair dye. I also really like these earrings, black stud earrings, like emo earrings. They are emo earrings, and I really like them. Actually, this is kind of what I wanted to look like when I was like, what, 5th, 6th grade. This is kind of the look that I wanted to go for. I wanted purple hair. I like the dyed ends, the black studded earrings. I could be emo. I actually kind of like the whole dark colors thing because I don't know. Like I'm definitely giving off like more subtle emo vibes, but I'm not mad at it. You never really grow out of your emo phase, especially if like you just really like the way it looks. You never really grow out of it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like I'm actually kind of glad that I got to do this during quarantine, or I got to do this at all at any point of my life, because like this was the dream when I was in grade school, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I had taste. Oh, and I also realized how much I fucking love tank tops. The only reason that I didn't like tank tops before was because I was insecure about my arms, and honestly, I still kind of am, because like I had a lot of like scars on my arms. Like, you know, like I used to be really insecure about that. I still kind of am to a certain extent, but like no one's here to see me. No one's gonna care, and like I love how free they make me feel. Honestly, I don't know, it just kind of goes with the whole thing that's happening right now. This isn't actually a tank top, it's like a bodycon dress, like folded in half. Like, oh, I'll fix that eventually. But yeah, tank tops, they're actually really great. I really like them. I wear them a lot now. I think I just stopped caring, and that's kind of an amazing development for me. I'm really happy about that. I feel like a lot of things that I wanted for myself are coming to fruition. Like, not in terms of other things like, you know, academics or whatever, because like I'm really struggling in that area. I feel like I got to play out these things that I wanted for myself back in grade school, now that I'm allowed to, that I'm in a school that's less rigid or whatever. And I don't know, I'm just like, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. And yeah, I mean, I feel like it was mostly a result of me trying to find ways to cope with online classes and the whole ass mess that was online classes in term 2 in general. But like, I don't know, I'm not mad at it. I actually really like the vibe that I have now. Hopefully, I'll pick up the whole self-care thing again during the 1 month break. Let's pray that term 3 doesn't fuck me up as much, and also let's pray that UP finally sends me my fucking registration link again. Yeah, that's a thing. I'm not gonna talk about college applications. That's a whole new thing, and the sun is going down. So I think that's it for this video. And I don't know when I'm gonna put this out. I don't know how soon I'm gonna edit this, but I don't know. It feels nice to film videos again. I know I didn't do that for a while, especially because of term 2, as you saw in the "This is me trying" video. But yeah, this was good. This was nice. This was great. I really hope term 3 won't be as bad. I really do. Okay, so that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.